Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today I'm gonna show you and explain in details how I set up my cooking streams that I do about once a month on Twitch. And I'm gonna explain in details all the products that I use. I always start by cleaning my kitchen, obviously, because I'd be damned if people see my dirty dishes. There's just something about people seeing your dishwasher that is just uncomfortable to me. Anyways, the main thing to understand about my setup that I do from the kitchen, my stream, my OBS software, for example, I still keep it on my main PC in the room. So I start the stream from there. However, I monitor a lot of the things from this laptop that you can see from the kitchen. I can open like my Twitch chat, for example. I plug in my webcam to there. Some of the Elgato products have really improved the quality of my cooking streams. The prompter being the first one. The prompter, if you did not know, allows you to read your Twitch chat. There's an option in the camera up software that allows you to change what is displayed on your prompter, and you can select your Twitch chat. And the reason why I prefer using the prompter is because the prompter is around the same height as the camera, which allows me to maintain a more natural eye contact with my audience. A lot of times what I see from people that do cooking streams or that do like IRL or whatever, maybe they'll be looking a lot at their phones to read chat, and sometimes that's the only option. But if you have a prompter, won't you like to read the chat from the prompter? Because I would. Another Elgato product that I systematically use at this point is the Elgato key light. This light is super powerful. You can connect it to your Wi-Fi, which is very practical, which means that when I set it up in the kitchen and I plug it in and I see that the light flashes once, it means that it's connected to the Wi-Fi again. If you use a stream deck, for example, you can control the light from your stream deck, which makes it very practical and easy to move around. And also I use a key light with a L mount, as you can see. The only reason why I'm not using my Elgato webcam for my cooking stream is because my laptop is really old and that webcam does need a bit more juice. I use a website called Video Ninja to capture the view from the kitchen. I grab the link that Video Ninja gives me and I send it to myself on Discord so that I can add it to my OBS on my computer. I also offer a second point of view with a phone. I set up my iPhone 11 on a tripod and I use an application called Camo, which is free, by the way. You install the application on your computer and you also install it on your phone. And from the computer, you say that you want to add another device and then you look for your phone. As simple as that. The mic that I use is the Hollyland Lark M2, which is a wireless mic. You connect the receiver, you plug it into the like USB adapter, and I plug that into my computer. And then in OBS, I just look for a new mic and that's it. I did add a few filters to mine just to like remove like cloud noises and things like that, but I didn't do too much. And I would definitely say that if you're gonna be buying a wireless mic, you should definitely look for something that has like a fairly decent quality. The other thing that I recommend before you go live, you really record yourself pretending to be talking from the kitchen, having your lights on and things like that, just so that you can watch the recording back and you can see what the quality looks like. It's very difficult to monitor your stream from the kitchen. Another thing that I use, which allows me to listen to the alerts and listen to the music a little bit, are Bluetooth earbuds. I use the Soundcore Liberty 4NC. The last thing that I also use from Elgato that is a must have for me is the Elgato Stream Deck app, which is free. You can install it on your phone, and then when you're on the computer, you go into the Stream Deck app and then you create a new profile and you indicate that it's for mobile, and then you can connect your phone. You might have to make some adjustments if you use the free versions because you don't get as many buttons. You might want to like organize the tiles in a way where the buttons that you're sure that you will want to use are gonna be within like the free tiles, basically. Some of the buttons that are a must-have for me is a button to switch the scenes, maybe playing sound alerts, taking clips. It's definitely a very good gadget to have. So that's pretty much it for my cooking streams. Let me know if you have any questions and I'd be very happy and glad to answer them. If you're thinking of getting any Elgato products, feel free to use my promo code to get 5% off. Feel free to use the links in the description box, but obviously there's no pressure. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.